The galaxy never expected humans to return this way. For years, alien nations believed humanity was still weak, still recovering, still harmless, and that wrong belief, that simple mistake, was about to shake every star system. High above a silent blue planet, the first Titan-class human warship arrived without warning. No signal, no introduction, no broadcast. Just a massive shadow sliding out of hyperspace like a rising mountain. Its golden and red armor reflected the sun. Thousands of blue lights glowed under its surface. Like a giant waking up from a long sleep, every alien sensor station picked it up at the same time, and every alarm started screaming. Commander Relkor of the Van Dominion watched his holographic screens flicker violently. The massive ship size was wrong. The energy readings were wrong. Even the weapons, those terrifying glowing sections, were far beyond anything humans were ever supposed to build. This cannot be human, he whispered, but his voice shook. The crew remained frozen. No one dared speak. From across the galaxy, emergency channels burst open. Unknown vessel detected. Energy output off the charts. Wait. Markings detected. Its humanity has returned. Silence followed. Not calm silence, fearful silence. The kind that made entire fleets stop moving. The Titan-class warship drifted slowly, almost peacefully, as if it didn't notice the hundreds of alien eyes watching it. But deep inside, massive engines hummed. Something ancient and powerful was preparing to speak. The Galactic Council had made one mistake. They believed humans had stopped growing. The galaxy held its breath, because humanity's greatest warship had finally arrived, and no one knew if it came in peace, or to finish what the past war had started. The Titan-class warship did not move at first. It simply waited in orbit, like a massive metal titan watching the galaxy. But even its silence felt dangerous. Alien fleets across nearby systems were frozen, unsure whether to run or prepare for war. In the council tower, High Strategist Velra stared at the live feed. The warship looked bigger every second, dwarfing their own battleships. Its armor plates seemed alive, shifting, glowing, pulsing with some strange human technology no one had ever seen. How did humans build this? An advisor whispered. Velra had no answer. No one did. Decades ago, the galaxy forced humanity into isolation. It was supposed to weaken them. It was supposed to break them. But if this ship was real, if these readings were truth, then humanity had not only survived, they had evolved. Suddenly, the warship released a low-frequency pulse. A weapon. Not a message. Something. In between, every alien ship shuddered. Every power grid flickered. Every planet felt a strange vibration in the air. It was like the warship was scanning the entire galactic region. Commander Relkor's crew panicked as systems blinked off and on. Shields, dropping, restarting, and known interference. Shouted an officer. Relkor raised a trembling hand. Hold positions. No one fires. This is not an attack. Not yet. In deep space, hundreds of alien captains watched in terror as the Titan-class ship rotated slowly. Massive weapons on its sides locked into place, glowing faint blue. No weapons fired, but the message was clear. Humanity wasn't hiding its strength. Humanity was showing it. Across the galaxy, leaders leaned forward, breathless. The old belief that humans were weak, unimportant collapsed instantly. The first shockwave wasn't a weapon, it was the truth. Humanity had returned stronger than anyone imagined, and this was only their opening move. As the galaxy tried to recover from the shockwave, something even stranger happened. Near the front of the Titan-class warship, a circular panel slid open. A bright white sphere slowly rose out of the shipcom, silent, glowing like a miniature sun. No one in the galaxy had ever seen human technology like this. It's a beacon, Relkor whispered, but even he didn't believe his own words. The sphere hovered above the warship, spinning gently, then it activated. A beam of pure white light shot outward, not attacking, but projecting something across space. Alien scanners caught the signal first, translating the pulsing frequency into a readable form. A message, But not from the humans. Not a voice, not a threat. It was coordinates. Billions of alien screens lit up at once. High strategist, Velra leaned forward. What is this? A warning, a trap, an invitation. The room panicked. If these coordinates were real, they pointed to a region of space that was forbidden, a dead zone, a place where no empire traveled anymore. The last time ships entered that region, none returned. Why would humanity point back to that location? The beacon pulsed against Smunga. This time, every alien ship felt the vibration. Every leader felt a quiet chill. Are they telling us to stay away? An advisor asked. No, Velra's eyes widened. They are telling us where they have been. And suddenly, the real fear began. If humans had been hiding in that dead region, if they had survived whatever horrors existed there, if they had grown strong enough to build a Titan-class vessel, then what else had humanity brought back? Across the galaxy, fleets began locking into defensive positions. Panic spread like fire. The beacon faded. The warship went silent again. But the message lingered in every alien mind. We were gone, we learned, we changed, and now we've returned. The warship floated quietly again, but now the silence felt dangerous. The beacon had vanished, leaving only one thing behind: questions that no alien leader wanted to answer. Every empire, every fleet, every spy network began whispering the same fear. What happened to humanity out there? Inside the council tower, Velra tried to calm her council, but panic was already spreading. We must not provoke them, she warned. They returned from a dead zone we never dared to explore. If they survived that place, they are not the same species we once pushed aside. Across the galaxy, fleets changed formation. Defensive lines formed. Some captains even tried to cloak their ships, hoping the humans could not see them. But the Titan-class warship scanned everything with ease. It felt like nothing could hide from it. Meanwhile, Commander Relcor's station received a new reading, something that froze everyone in the room. Commander, the human ship's engines are powering up again. Relcor's voice cracked. Are they preparing to fire? No, the officer replied. It looks like they are preparing to move. When the ship shifted, even slightly, nearby planets felt the gravitational tremor. It was like watching a giant stretch after sleeping for centuries. Then, another strange phenomenon occurred. Small objects detached from the warship, 5 silver drones, shaped like blades of light. They arranged themselves in a circle and released gentle pulses across space. What are those? An officer asked. Relcor swallowed hard. Exploration units. Or warnings. But no one knew the truth. The drones scattered in 5 directions, fast, silent, controlled, each one glowing with the same mysterious energy that the beacons used. They weren't attacking, they weren't hiding. They were mapping the galaxy. And suddenly, every empire realized the truth. Humanity wasn't here to talk. Humanity wasn't here to scare them. Humanity was preparing for something much bigger, something the galaxy was not ready to face. The 5 silver drones vanished into deep space, leaving trails of blue light behind them. For a moment, it looked almost peaceful, like humanity was simply exploring. But then alien sensors began picking up something far more terrifying. Strange signals were following the drones. Commander Relcor's station was the first to detect it. A low hum, broken patterns, unnatural echo signals that didn't match any known species. Not human, not alien, not anything from this galaxy. What? What is that? An officer whispered. Relcor leaned closer, and his scales turned pale. Whatever it is, it didn't come from here. Across the galaxy, the same strange echo appeared. On every scanner, every outpost, every listening station, and worst of all, it was connected to the coordinates humanity had sent earlier. Velra froze as she saw the wave pattern. That is from the dead zone. The rumor spread fast. Humanity wasn't alone in that place. Something else lived there. Something powerful enough to chase humans out. The drones continued their spread, forming a massive star-shaped network around the Titan-class warship. They were not mapping the galaxy. They were building a defensive grid, a shield. An advisor asked, No, Velra answered softly. A warning. They expect something to follow them. The idea rippled through the council like lightning. Humanity had not returned in strength to intimidate the galaxy. Humanity had returned because they were running from something. Suddenly, the Titan-class warship powered up its main energy core. Blue rings brightened under its armor. The ship's silhouette glowed like a sun, preparing to erupt. What are they doing? Relkor shouted. The answer came only seconds later. A dark tear ripped open in space right behind the human warship. Every alien in the galaxy froze, because through that tear, something enormous, something ancient, something not from this galaxy, was coming. The tear in space widened like a giant mouth opening into the universe. Every fleet, every outpost, every hidden observer felt the same cold fear crawl down their spine. The Titan-class human warship did not move away. It held its position prepared, almost waiting. Commander Relkor's voice trembled. That is not a natural rift. No one answered. No one could. From the darkness behind the tear, something huge moved. A shape with no clear edges, shifting like smoke and metal mixed together. Alien eyes widened across the galaxy. This was no ship. This was no life form they understood. It was something else, something older, stronger, and far beyond their science. High strategist Velra felt her throat go dry. So this is what they found. In the dead zone, the creature or machine released a deep vibration across space. Every screen flickered. Every memory core reset. Every shield flickered to zero for a split second. We cannot fight that, an advisor whispered. The Titan-class warship finally reacted. Massive golden plates opened along its sides. Blue-white energy collected into a supercharged halo around the hull. Humans were not running anymore. They were standing between the galaxy and the thing that followed them. For the first time, a human voice broadcast across the galactic channels. Calm, steady, without fear, to all observers. Do not interfere. This enemy is ours. The galaxy went silent. The creature roared if it could be called a roar, sending shockwaves that shook entire moons. The Titan-class warship answered with its own terrifying power. A beam of pure white light that cut through space like a spear. The first strike lit up half the galaxy. Alien fleets watched in awe as humanity, once considered weak, stood alone against a nightmare no one else dared to face. That day, every empire learned one truth. Humanity did not come back to conquer. Humanity came back because they were the only ones strong enough to protect everyone. The galaxy no longer held its breath out of fear but out of respect.